There's a truck driver driving slowly down the road. Comes up to a red light. Lady in the truck, in the car next to him, gets out and screams at the guy, "Hey, you're dropping your cargo." Light turns green. They continue on to the next red light. Lady jumps out again. "Hey, you're dropping your cargo." Truck driver just nods. Light turns green. They go to the next red light. Lady jumps out, and just before she says something, the trucker goes, "Hey, I know I'm dropping my cargo on a salt truck in Iowa in January." But I'm home. Driving with John is coming through! Hey, welcome to Driving with John. Happy Monday, everybody! Woo! Don't we love Mondays? Aren't they awesome? So, I want to tell you a story. A story of something, a true story, that's something that happened to me yesterday. Now, if you're not a trucker, you might not understand part of this, and I'll explain it as I go. But I pulled into a Pilot. I didn't need to get fuel, but I had to go to the bathroom. So at Pilots, they have a line in front of the fuel pumps that you're supposed to pull up to if you're going to just run in quick and right back out. It's for after you get fuel or if you're just running in quick. So I pulled up to the line and I pulled up there and went into the bathroom, and me and my beautiful wife, and we stopped at Dairy Queen on the way out. Well, Dairy Queen's line was quite long. We were in there, I don't know, I'd say 5 minutes maybe, and someone complained. So the lady says that no one's allowed to park at the yellow line in front of the fuel pumps, which is what they're there for. Not so you can park long term, just to run in to get a drink and go to the bathroom type of thing. So I pull around and I pull back up to the pumps to pick my wife up because she stayed in there to get on what we were getting. And while I'm sitting there, I see every other truck pull up to the yellow line. She doesn't say a word. On top of that, I was looking at the fuel island because I was going to clean my windshield, and they had buckets full of stuff to clean the windshield with, but no squeegees anywhere on the entire island. And on top of that, there was no, they have the paper towels on the island. No paper towels either. So, long story short, if you go to a truck stop and you're driving,
3 or 4 open ones.
and there were, by the way, there were 3 or 4 open pumps that nobody was at, that someone else could have pulled into, but instead they pulled behind me, and then someone else pulled behind them, even though there was 3 open pumps. That bothers my wife. I tried to explain to her that it's kind of the rule that, you know, if you pull up, you're in and out quick. But, you know, it is true, if there's an open pump, why didn't you just go to the open pump instead of waiting in line anyway? But whatever. So, long story short, it was a very bad experience at that Pilot, and it was in Arizona. It was probably 10 or 15 miles before the California border, and it really, really was a horrible experience. I was annoyed. So, just thought I'd let everybody know, if you're out through that area, don't stop at that Pilot. Maybe I'll look it up and put it in the comments down below what the store number is, but it's not a good one. So, that's my review for that particular Pilot. Most Pilots I go to are Flying J's, Loves, whatever. Most of them, you know, the island looks decent, and they have squeegees, and they have, most of them have paper towels, but that one was just horrible. They just honestly didn't care. The guy at the Dairy Queen had a line of 6 people. He was by himself. Then there was a Subway, and I think there was someone working over there. And then there were 4 people standing at the cash registers, but there was nobody buying anything. Now, they all work for the same company, and I've seen people from the cash registers go over and work behind those counters, so I know they can. But they all stood there and just watched us wait. Now, if you really cared, first of all, you'd make sure the island was taken care of. But second of all, you'd go help the poor guy out that was struggling at Dairy Queen, that was running his butt off. It's not like he was being slow. He was doing a good job. But they were just sitting there watching him work. How annoying is that? watch somebody else work and then complain that things are being held up. It's Monday, you know what I mean? So, yeah. So that was a true life experience. I'm not supposed to be listening to the person whispering behind me. What? 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 Oh. Yes, apparently my wife was pretty annoyed also. And her reasoning was, it was kind of funny. And I wish I would have recorded it because it would have made a great video. She ran it for like 5 minutes and I can't do what she did. So I'll tell you the basic gist. She said, pilots, truck stops are basically like, if you're playing tag as a kid, you have a home base, a safe place. That's truckers' safe places. And when you go to your safe place, you want to make sure that you have all the things that you need. And if you really cared about truckers, then you would take care of them in their safe space, which is a truck stop. And it kind of makes sense because it is. I mean, we're out on the road all day and it's dangerous and it can be stressful and people drive really, really crazy sometimes and stupid. But when you get to a truck stop, you get into a spot for the night. That's kind of like your home base. It's kind of like, okay, this is where I live for the night. And you want it to be comfortable and clean and well taken care of, and you want to have all the supplies that you need to have. These are things that are very important to truckers. So if you're going to work in a place like that, you should try to relate to the trucker. Like, you may not personally know a trucker. Or, if you do, and your dad or your brother or your uncle, one of those are truckers, then you can say, okay, well, I'm going to treat every trucker like they're my dad, my brother, and my uncle. Well, as long as you would treat those people nicely. But you know what my point is. So that was basically her whole concept. And I agree with what she said, but her rant was really funny. I wish I could have got it on tape and not from the voice behind the curtain. Whoa. So, but yeah, that was the basic point. If you're going to work somewhere, not just truck stops, if you're going to work somewhere, like let's say you work at a grocery store, treat everybody like they're your mom or your sister or your brother, treat them nicely, treat them like they're like family. It will only make that business and you look extremely good. Kind of the basic idea of customer service, treat everybody like their family. So that's it. I'm done ranting, but it really, really got under my skin for about 5 minutes. So on the road, you learn very quickly that things can't stay under your skin very long because, there are more important things. A car in front of you cuts you off and the little kid peeping out the window at you, you don't want to take them out, you know what I mean? So you got to pay attention. You don't have time to hyper focus on something that made you mad. You got to let it go. So, but I just thought I'd make a video about it because, I hear a lot of people talk about how, it seems like everybody I talk to, every guy especially, oh, wow, I always thought about going into trucking. What's it like? Blah, blah, blah. It sounds great. There are a lot of downsides to trucking that you can't explain. Like four-wheelers, cars cutting you off and hitting their brakes in front of you and someone coming up on an exit ramp and not knowing where their accelerator pedal is. That's extremely annoying. Because either I have to slow down and let you in or speed up and kind of cut you off so that you can't get in until after I get by. It's annoying. I shouldn't have to make that decision. When you're coming up on an exit ramp, it's your job to figure out how to merge safely. And if there's a hole in front of me and you want to go there, hit your gas. Go fast. If you don't, hit your brake, go slow. Don't stay right next to me. You know what I mean? All right. I know today's just been a rant video, but just thought I'd let you guys know what was going on. So, I think that's all I'm going to do for today. You guys have a wonderful rest of your Monday. I will be shooting more videos and more footage from out west, and I'll be including photos at the beginning and the end of all my videos. Y'all have a good rest of your day. Everybody that's not a trucker, thank you for watching. I really appreciate it. You should share it with all your friends because I'm way off of my goal and I need lots of help. If you are my trucking buddies, make sure that you share it with all your friends because I'm way off my goal and make sure that you go over there if you haven't already and hit that subscribe button. You go over there, slam that like button, slam it. All right, thank you. And you guys just stay safe out there, all right? There's a lot of crazy people out there. So keep those tires turning, stay right side up, and keep making the money.